This lesson deals with order of operations and evaluating. Our guiding question for this lesson is, why is it necessary to have an order of operations? So keep that in mind while we're going through the lesson. Powers are used to shorten repeated multiplication. What that means is if I have 2 to the second power, it means 2 multiplied by itself twice. So 2 times 2. If I have 4 raised to the third power, it means I have 4 times 4 times 4. A power has 2 parts, a base and an exponent. The base tells us what number we're going to use as a factor. The exponent tells us how many times we're going to use that base as a factor. The whole thing is called a power. So 2 to the third power we would call a power. You simplify a numerical expression when you replace it with its single numerical value. Single numerical value. Looking at this problem, what is the simplified form of the expression? 10 to the 7th power would be 10 by itself 7 times. Its simplified form would be 10 million. 0.2 to the 5th power would be 0.2 multiplied by itself 5 times, which would be the decimal 0.00032. You need to do the got it problems. When simplifying an expression, you need to make sure you perform the operations in the correct order. You can think about simplifying the expression in 2 ways. You could add the 2 and the 3 first, or you could multiply the 3 times 5 first. Only one way is correct. That is the multiply first. And that is because when we are following our order of operations, we follow a specific order. PEMDAS is an acronym that helps us remember the order. The P stands for parentheses. Parentheses are what you simplify first. Second, the E stands for exponents. The M and the D are next. That means multiply or divide in order, left to right. And then lastly, the A and the S, which stand for addition or subtraction, again in order, left to right. We can simplify a numerical expression quickly by entering the expression into a graphing calculator. Be careful to enter it exactly as it is written, and we will look at some ways to do this in class. I would like for you now to try these got it problems too. You may use your calculator. We can evaluate an algebraic expression by first substituting for the variables and then simplifying the expression. So when we evaluate, we do it in 2 steps. We substitute first, and then we simplify. When 2 or more variables or a number and variables are written together, you treat them as if they were in parentheses. So if you had 4xy, it's going to be equivalent to writing it like this. And the same with the xy squared. I could write it like that in parentheses. Just like we talked about just a second ago, you evaluate an expression by placing each variable with a given number. Then you simplify the expression using your order of operations. Again, you may use your calculator. If we look at this example problem, I have x squared plus x minus 12 divided by y squared. First, I'm going to go and I'm going to substitute for each x and y in the expression. I'm going to substitute 5 for x and 2 for y. Substitution step. Then if you follow the order of operations, you would follow these next steps. Again, you may use your calculator and just enter this into your calculator. The same thing with example B. The thing you need to watch for is being careful to know when you need to use parentheses and when it's okay not to. And we will again talk about that some in class. So to finish off this lesson, I want you to do these got it problems 3, A and B.